Hello and welcome back to 911 Scales. My name is Michael and today we're looking at one of the rarest Porsche 911s ever made, a 2018 993 Classic series. A car which is absolutely stunning, but it has a big flaw, which will also be a topic of this review. For the boys and girls who've tuned in for the very first time, thank you very much for doing so. I really appreciate it and I'm really happy that you've decided to check out my content. With these model car reviews, I'm trying to bring out some decent information about them and also maybe to give you some inspiration and help for your next Porsche model car purchase. Before I'm taking out my macro lens and we'll take an up-close look onto the model, first of all, I'm going to give you some general background information about the real car, how it came together, and the model itself. And in the very end, I'm also giving these models some scores in my categories of price, quality, details, rarity, and significance, so that we have a nice scoreboard and we can see how it is performing to some other models I reviewed so far. So the 993 Turbo Classic series. How is it possible that Porsche made another 993 Turbo after almost 20 years? The last 993 rolled off the production line. And why is it good? This car is heavily influenced by the 991.2 Turbo S exclusive series, of which 1/18 scale model car twin I also did a review. Link is down in the description below. That one was made by Porsche's exclusive Manufaktur. This one, on the other hand, is made by Porsche Classic, another department inside Porsche. And what they have done, they took some leftover parts from the 993s to create this car. So the Project Gold, how this one is also known as, the real car has no VIN number. So it cannot be registered and is therefore not road legal. Which, yeah, is quite a bummer, right? But yeah, I'm also very glad that they have not decided to break up a real 993 Turbo cars, which are already so damn rare. And this one was also made with a good cause in mind, because Porsche auctioned this car off for charity for the Ferdinand Porsche Foundation. And guess what this car was sold for? Think about it. You have a number in your head? No, you're way wrong. This car actually sold for 2,589,027 euros, which is in dollars roughly 2.9 million US dollars. An unbelievable amount of money and one of the maybe even the most expensive 911 for the road ever sold. But yeah, it's not road legal. But anyway, the model. In 1/18 scale, again made by Spark. This one is limited to only 300 pieces. Costing you 249 euros and just recently came out. So roughly 1.5 years behind the real car. And if I'm not mistaken, this one was only sold via the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart. So again, a huge thanks to exclusive Porsche model who got me this one. Then together with the real car, they first brought out a 143 scale version of it, limited to 993 pieces, costed 65 euros new. And then they also brought out a wonderful set. This one here behind me, also limited to 300 pieces, comprised of this here, the 993 and the 991.2 Turbo S, of which I will obviously do a future review on. But anyway, I think it's time for what you have all been waiting for, so let me get up my macro lens and the camera up close to the model and I show you all its stunning details. Alright guys, before we start our walk around, why not pause the video, get yourself something to drink, because this one has so many details that will most likely take a while. First up, I'd like to say that I am just in love with this golden color. I think here on this one it looks even better than on the modern 991.2 Turbo S. Details wise, this thing is just over the top. Let me start here and point out the window. This one even has this blue stripe here to protect the driver against the sun. Something I have never seen on any model before. And then lower down we have these double wipers for the window, this air intake for the ventilation and the windshield washers here. Lovely details. Further down at the very front we have the very distinctive 993 headlights and fender panels which go all the way until down here into the front. The lights itself are extremely well made in my opinion and have also very small wind washers here in front of them. Looks very nicely done. Also the indicators and fog lights are very well made again, looking very nice. But here I don't like that they were made so dark, which is also the case on the real car, so this is not a critical point of this model. Spark did here actually a very nice job representing this. And then also down here the 3-part air intakes looks also very well done, and there are also some very nice grills behind that. And also the 2 grills down here look very nice. At the side, first of all, admire that wonderful 993 turbo silhouette with these very classic rain gutters, and overall the black theme continues with the door mirrors being in black, the door handles being in black, and the window surroundings also being all black. Then a lovely detail is the air opening here for the engine, which might some of you surprise why this car has it, because the standard 911 turbo of the 993 generation does not have these. This one has these since the real car is equipped with the Turbo S power package. And then also they added the Classic Series logo down here beneath the fuel filler cap, and this is also present on the 991.2 just as an exclusive Manufaktur logo. And the wheels, oh the wheels, my word. These highly detailed wheels are the iconic Turbo Twist wheels, which are so legendary. Most 993 owners have these equipped nowadays, and these one have a super complicated manufacturing process. The golden rings here on the side and in the inside of the wheel, these rings aren't painted by hand. These are like on the exclusive series, these are burned with a laser into the wheel itself, so you can see the golden beneath the black paint. And also here on the model the wheels are extremely nicely done. Spark did an amazing job, and behind the wheels you can see the drilled disc brakes and the black brake caliper with the golden Porsche writing on it. Looks absolutely stunning. Then last part of the exterior, the rear. It looks so beautiful. The 2 exhausts down here are also blacked out, and so is a rear light assemblage. But Spark still added the Porsche writing into it, and the reverse lights on each side looks absolutely wonderful. Then the huge turbo wing is wonderfully present. And then something I usually do not do, filming freehanded. So you can see the grill on top with the Classic series above it, and then beneath that is another grill for the intercoolers with turbo written onto it and the carbon fiber surroundings, and there's also written WLS2, and WS2 means in German Werksleistungssteigerung 2, hence the Turbo S power, which is now up to 450 HP. Into English translated, the factory power improvement. So complete overkill on the real car as on this model. Very nicely done, Spark. And then finally the interior. The seats have the same stitching details like on the modern car, with these golden stripes and turbo stitching into it. And then the dashboard. Oh my word, I know that most 1/18 scale models have a great detail, and this one is no exception. Very similar to the Austin Speedster Heritage package, which was my first review. Link is down in the description below. The steering wheel has also the lovely golden stitching on the spokes and the airbag. The instruments are also wonderfully detailed, with all the 5 circles having all their details added, with the very distinctive double golden stripe in the middle of the rev counter. Then the dashboard has carbon fiber inserts, and all the details like the air conditioning and radio are present. A small touch they have added is again the Classic series plaque. And then down below, the central console has all its details, golden stitching, and even golden details on the gear sticks like on the 991.2 Speedster Heritage package. Absolutely stunning to look at. If you enjoy a detailed model, I would say there isn't a better model out there, right? I think it's absolutely stunning to look at, and I'm so happy that I could do this review for you guys. And with that, let's sum up this model in our scores. First up price, as I told you, these were new 249 euros, but I'm pretty sure these will only be sold for higher numbers than that in the future. Giving it here a 4 out of 10. Quality could actually be a bit better, I think, at least for this specific model. Giving it here a 6 out of 10. Details are obviously awesome. There are so many details, especially in the interior, that this one gets a high score of 8 out of 10. Rarity is also very high. Only 300 models of this 1/18 scale were made, giving it here a 9 out of 10. Significance, on the other hand, is only above average. It's the first time Porsche Classic did this, and the good cause behind it, giving this here extra score, giving it a 7 out of 10. Which means overall that the 993 Classic series gets a 34 out of 50 and puts it here on our scoreboard. This puts it into some nice company like the Speedster Heritage package and 4 points above its modern brother, the exclusive Series 991.2, mostly due to a higher rarity and significance score. And if you like to check out the detailed scoreboard, the link to that is down in the description below. So what do you think of this classic car, which actually is a brand new car? Is it pointless as it seems with a car which is not road legal? Let me know in the comments below, and also if I have missed anything, feel free to point that out. And before I'm sending you to some high resolution pictures at the end of this video, which look absolutely stunning on this particular model, especially on a 4K monitor, I would like to say thank you very much for tuning in and watching this video until the very end. If you'd like to support me, please consider hitting that like button and the subscribe button below. Really helps me out by spreading the passion for Porsche model cars. Also feel free to check me out on Instagram at 911scales. That's it for now. Tune in for the next time when I'm exploring the Porsche model car world in 911 scales again. Thank you very much. Alla, ciao.